Guess who's back? Back again. Passive income investor man. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're breaking down the $112,870 dividend portfolio along with updating on all the insanity that goes on the passive income journey. So let's jump. Ready? Welcome back, my passive income investors alike. Today is an exciting day because I'm going to go over some of the news and all the cool stuff going on with the positions that I hold. The dividend portfolio is holding flat as I'm going to continue to predict the markets to go sideways unless you're buying those lucky stocks that are just high flying. But we're in this for the dividends, so I'm really happy the yield that I'm getting off this about 5% even, which is super great, guys. But quick update, Stock Twits. I just got off the phone with those guys. I will be performing at 1 p.m. Stocktoberfest down in San Diego. If you guys want to see me there, I think they're actually live streaming the event. I'll try and get you all the information I can. I wish I had enough subscribers on this channel to do a live stream off my phone, and I would, but I don't think I'm going to get to 1,000 in the next basically 3 weeks. So you better slap that sub button and a like, guys, and get this video up there. I want to show you guys some of the craziness that I do. On top of that, guys, the show. A lot of you don't even know that I am actually a full-time magician, so that is what I'm going to mainly be doing at Stocktoberfest, but I'm also doing a big theater show just beforehand, which I'm finishing up and finalizing some stuff with the theater, because obviously a lot of the stuff that I do looks like it has a lot of liability to it, so I'm hoping I'm going to be able to get away with all the insanity that I love to do, which I'm also going to take clips of. I think that week, 3 weeks from now, between the 26th and the 27th, I'm just going to film as much as I can for you guys, because I think it's going to be so awesome. And then just to finish up, guys, DJing. I'm dying to get through the next month, get finished up DJing so I can actually sit down, take a bit of a break, and start focusing on building some new brands and some of the stuff that I really want to work on that I think is going to be incredible for you guys to follow along as well. That has to do with online businesses, websites, this YouTube channel, more plans than I have time, but I got to survive this month from hell. And then finally, guys, it's all to be a minimalism. Come October, I'm going to start minimalizing my life and portabilizing it so I can start working for you guys no matter where I am. If I'm in San Diego, if I'm in Toronto, Niagara Falls, wherever I'm working, I'll be able to keep in touch with you guys. So let's head over to the stock portfolio and break all of this down for you guys. Right, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a quick peek into the portfolio. Unfortunately, the performance isn't updating just yet because I really want to show you I'm officially 5 years deep into these portfolios, and I think it's going to be really fun to go over. So we're going to start with some of the news and stuff like that, but let's just get through the basic S&P index here first, because we're going to look at the R to the S to the P. We buy real estate down the road, but it's going to show us the overall indices and how they're performing, because basically VFV, if you want to check this out, makes up a Canadian version of the S&P 500 index, but in the US. It's the same thing. It's just converted to Canadian dollars, so you don't have to worry about the US conversion rates, which makes it a little bit easier. Just a bit of a tip and a guide there, guys. Tip and a guide. But let's keep moving on here and look at the basic managed account, which is down the most, which is a little better at this moment because I need to do taxes soon. And the problem I'm going to run into is all of these positions are going to have to be relocated or managed in a way where I'm not going to have to worry about the incentive of having to sell them. So what I'm going to do is probably take some of these positions at some point, because if I'm not using this money to buy an online business, I'm going to transfer it into my RSP, but just the ones that I'm holding for stability, and maybe like long-term, like Tesla here, I wouldn't mind getting in my RSP, because if it does shoot up one day, I can actually use it to purchase a property. I'm sure you guys have heard about it by now that Tesla's been sitting down with the Board of Transportation, and they're basically giving him leeway against any tariffs. Hey, muy bien. Mwah. I like that. I like it like that. Load. There we go. Let's zoom out a bit so you guys can take a better look at this. So just a quick over-analysis. There's a big sell rating on Tesla, which is kind of funny considering now we have more bulls than bears. I like the price around here. I do want to try and collect 3 more shares, and like I said, I may transfer this in my RSP. Starbucks, we'll just go from the bottom up real quick just to give you guys a quick idea. Starbucks, love this company. It doesn't seem to go down much, but it seems to keep hovering its all-time highs, which I can appreciate as I'm holding this as just a safety stock along with Johnson & Johnson to help stabilize the overall portfolio. A lot of people hate Johnson & Johnson right now. I personally don't mind it. I love buying it at these levels. This thing dropped another $8. It would be one hell of a value deal, but I don't see this getting too close to the low 120s anytime soon. But anyways, beautiful company, guys. I think it's the 5th or 6th largest company in the world right now. I know it sits in the top 10, which is why I love owning it. It's like a tanker like Microsoft, Apple, which we'll take a look at in a second. But like I said, I'm really happy with my BTI, my MO. I think they're my favorite stocks of all time right now, and I'm glad I have a good position in them, but I will not be buying any more anytime soon. So moving over into the final account, my tax-free savings account. Lots going on in here, guys. Lots and lots going on in here. So I have everything pretty much set up on a
drip that I possibly can in here. Still holding these banks. Bank of Nova Scotia and Bank of Canadian Imperial Bank are both coming back with a wonderful vengeance, which I can personally appreciate. So I'm glad that they're having a little bit more higher lows and lower highs, is what I'm trying to say, which is a good sign. But we don't know. We have to see another quarter. Like I said, some point here, I'm going to leverage off about 2,000 to 3,000 of this position and find somewhere new to put it. Northland Power, I talked about the other day. Love the company. Great. No rush for it. The utilities are on fire. As we can see, SO is now sitting over a whopping $60.10 a share, up 35%. The only thing that can match it in my portfolio this year is Microsoft. Absolutely incredible run rates on these guys. And my other favorite position for tech, obviously Apple, right? Apple. And BTI and MO were two positions that I bought when I sold off a little bit of Apple. Now, this is going to be challenging, but I'd love to show you guys the performance. But the performance sheet has had issues loading, so maybe we'll try this one more time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. I finally got it to load for you guys. It's really hard to get it to hit over to the end there. There we are. So we can get to fully update. So actually, it's kind of interesting because my tax-free savings account is following the S&P 100 nicely just above, but tracking it almost exactly, as you can see that blue line. Now, my other account, because of the volatility with Tesla, and my MO is down about 10% as well. We can see that the overall portfolio toward the 5-year mark has tripled down a little bit, but we're still sitting almost directly at par with the S&P. Does not include dividends here either, which is something else we always have to pay attention to, is that wonderful drip, because that's why we're holding this. But because I have these built-in gains, honestly, I'm not too worried if this thing drops even a little bit more, but I think we're doing pretty well. It's crazy to think this one account at all-time highs was sitting up a whopping, is it going to let me update that there? Let's take a look. Back in the day, it was sitting 95.54%. The orange line is the longest account I've been running, but we can see it against the indices, and I think it's quite incredible to look at this. It's always a fun reminder to bring this up for you guys and just to check it out, see what's going on with the performance aspects of it, and it'll be really neat to see how this continues on into the future, and I will always update you guys on this, so stick around and stay cool.
Go be up and whoosh, consider slapping a like if you enjoyed this channel, guys. I put a lot of effort into this for you, so yeah, consider liking, subscribing, and letting me know any positions that you think are interesting. I love checking them out. I'm going to do some more stock breakdowns very soon, guys, so stay cool, stay awesome. I look forward to chatting to you real soon.